I'm going to show you how you can build more muscle in less time. Now, there's a lot of hype in the evidence-based community about making training sessions more efficient so you're able to spend less time in the gym, but not reduce the amount of muscle that you're growing. Now, in this video, I'm going to take you through some of the techniques that I use for my clients to make sure that they're getting the results they want, but not spending hours in the gym. Now, the first efficiency technique we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about antagonist supersets, okay, or opposing superset. Now, how antagonist supersets work is you're going to work one muscle while the other muscle rests. There's a lot of research showing that generally more rest time will enable you to grow more muscle. Main reason being is you're able to do more reps if you are more well rested at the same amount of weight. So this is why antagonist or opposing muscle supersets are so great, because you're still getting that long rest period, but you're just doing two exercises or working two muscle groups at the same time. A great example of this is doing an incline dumbbell bench press and then going into an incline dumbbell row. Now in practice, there is some caveats for this. You don't want to pair exercises that are too fatiguing together. Say for example, you want to work your legs. You choose the barbell back squat to do your quads, and then you choose the RDL to do your hamstrings. Both are super fatiguing exercises. And you'll find that in practice, if you pair them together, your lower back is going to become a limiting factor as to why you can't push the muscle to that failure point or close to failure, or the simple fact of that your cardiovascular system isn't going to keep up with the demand that these exercises are placing on it. So for these particular exercises, I like to use different muscle supersets. It's kind of using the same principles as opposing muscle supersets, except you're not using opposing muscles. So what I would like to do is I would pair barbell back squat with something like a bicep curl, or RDLs with something like lateral raises, where the exercise that I'm pairing it with is way less fatiguing. So therefore, it's going to result in you being able to maximize each exercise that you're doing, and cardiovascular system isn't going to be a limiting factor, nor is the lower back. So just keeping these things in mind when you're pairing your exercises together to make sure that one isn't bleeding into the other or affecting the other, and you'll get great results. Next one we're going to talk about is myo reps. Now, myo reps is when you'll pick a weight, you'll take that weight to pretty close to failure, if not to failure, and then you'll rest 5 to 10 seconds and you'll do the exact same weight again. I find this particular technique really good for bodyweight exercises, as you can't really change the weight. So what you can do is you can take something like a push-up completely to failure, and then you can rest 10 to 15 seconds and then go again. The reason why this is so effective is that when it comes to muscle growth, the last 5 reps before failure are probably the most effective reps when it comes to growing muscle. So what we're doing is we're leveraging those last 5 reps before failure in a shorter period of time. So therefore, we're going to get great results when it comes to muscle growth, but we're going to be in the gym for less amount of time. And a further extension on myo reps is myo match sets. Now again, this can be a great technique if you are using bodyweight exercises, or you can obviously use these for any other weighted exercises, as long as they're not too fatiguing. You definitely wouldn't want to be using myo reps for something like a barbell back squat. Last thing you want to do after taking that to failure is jump back under it after 10 to 15 seconds. So again, making sure that you're choosing exercises that aren't too fatiguing. Now, when performing a myo match set, what you're going to do is you're going to take that first set completely to failure. For the sake of me explaining it, say you got 15 reps in your first set. What you'll do is you'll take your normal amount of rest, then you're going to go into your set 2, and you're going to take that set to completely failure. Due to the fatigue that you placed on the target muscle in the previous set, you probably won't be able to get all the way to 15 reps. So say you get 12 reps in your second set, then what you're going to do is rest 10 to 15 seconds and then try and go for those extra 3 reps. And you'll continue to do this for the subsequent sets. And the more sets you do, obviously the more the fatigue will build up, meaning you'll have to do more and more mini sets to be able to get that first set target, which was 15 reps. Again, a great way to leverage those last few reps before failure in a shorter period of time. Plus, it kind of allows you to gamify it a little bit and makes it a lot more fun. Now, the next one we're going to talk about is drop sets. Now, these ones are great if you're using a weight, especially a weight that is easy to change. Now, I probably wouldn't use this for something like a barbell bench press, especially if you're training by yourself. By the time you get your weights off either side, you're kind of defeating the purpose of what a drop set is. So you want to make sure that you're picking exercises where it's quite easy to drop down in weight. So say something like a pin-loaded machine or something like a dumbbell exercise where you can grab a few dumbbells and be ready to go. Because how you're going to perform this exercise is you're going to choose a weight, which again, you'll take to failure, You'll then use another weight, which is roughly 10% of the original weight, and then you'll take that to failure, and then you'll use another weight, which again is roughly about 10% less than the set 2 that you just did, and you'll take that to failure. Again, another great way to leverage these last few reps before failure in a shorter period of time. Now, the last one we're going to talk about is giant sets. Now, giant sets is where you're going to choose a number and you're going to do as many mini sets as it takes to get to that number. Say for the sake of this video, you choose to do 30 reps. Now, you're going to pick a weight which is going to land you around 15 reps. Then you'll take 15 to 20 seconds and then go for another set. Key with the giant set is that you want to try and get over 5 reps because we're going to have to do a lot of reps in succession. Now, I really like this particular technique for doing something like ab exercises, which I don't particularly love. And also you'll find that you recover quite quickly. They're also really good for calf exercises as the calf recover quite quickly. And it also makes it really simple to progress. So say this week you do your 30 and you do your multiple sets to get up to that 30 reps. Next week you just do 32. And again, do your multiple reps to get up to that 30 reps. This way you don't have to change the weight, or especially good if you're doing a body weight exercise. You don't have to worry about how to progress that. You'll simply just add 2 reps as you go through your training block. This will guarantee that you're getting the adequate amount of reps in to make sure that you're progressing and to make sure that you continue to challenge the muscle. And it's just kind of a fun way to get a whole heap of sets in a short succession of time, especially if it's something you don't really like training. For me, it's abs and calves. So I hope these tips have helped, guys. Give them a go the next time you're in your gym session and let me know how you do.